Hey everybody, it's Shanna. Sometimes we feel like all those pictures on Instagram and the beautiful makeup artists and the stuff that they do is what people look like every day, and that's not true. Nobody takes 3 hours a day to put their makeup on. I can almost guarantee you that. If you're going for something a little bit more dramatic, Instagram worthy, something that you want to do to take a nice picture, then you could go with something like this. But more realistically, people use normal everyday makeup. To be honest, I don't even put this much makeup on every day. I'm lucky if I put my eyebrows on. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Every subscriber helps. And if you like this video, remember to like. Also, leave me a comment on what type of video you would like to see next. But this is a comparison of everyday makeup versus Instagram makeup. So if you want to see this video and how I got both of these looks, this one and this one, please keep on watching. So to get into this Instagram makeup versus real life makeup, I'm going to do this side of my face as I would every day, and this side of my face as I would if I were going to take a really nice makeup picture and post it on Instagram. To begin, I'm going to prime my face with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. For the everyday side of my face, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in 202, which is creamy natural, and I'm going to use that on my Real Techniques sponge. Remember to bring it down your everyday side of your neck. For the Instagram side, I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. It looks like this. It is in 03, which is natural beige. And I'm actually just going to apply that with a brush. So just a flat top dense brush. And just buff that all in down the Instagram side of my neck, the fancy side. And then I'm just going to run over that with my sponge. And I'm going to run over that side with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. Looks like this. And mine is in Nude. And I'm going to run that over this side, the Instagram side. For concealer, I'm going to use the Kat Von D. My color is L7 Warm. For my everyday side, I'm going to put a little bit under my eye and just a tiny bit here. For my Instagram side, I'm going to put way more under my eye. Some on my forehead, go pretty heavy on the side of my face, and a little bit down my nose. Use my sponge. I'll do my everyday side first. For my Instagram side, I'm going to blend that out. Now for contour, I'm going to have to mix this up a little bit. On my Instagram side, I'm going to go in with the NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick. This one is in light medium. Looks like this. One side is a highlighter, one side is a contour color. On my Instagram side, I'm going to go in first with the cream contour. And then once my face is set, I will go over it with a powder contour. And I'm just going to use that same foundation brush that I used to blend out the Milani foundation. I'm going to use the Kat Von D setting powder in translucent to set my face. I'm just going to dip into that with my sponge and just go under my eyes on my everyday side. A little bit along my contour here, which isn't there yet, but it will be soon. On the Instagram side, I'm actually going to go in and add a little bit extra coverage under my eye. I'm going to use, this is just the BH Cosmetics Foundation and Concealer palette, and I'm going to go in with the lightest color, which is this one here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that also under my eye on my Instagram fancy side of my face, just to really lighten it up, since I do find that that Kat Von D concealer is a little bit too dark for me. Blend that in with my sponge. Set my Instagram side using the same Kat Von D setting powder, and I'm really gonna go heavy right here, and I'm gonna let that sit for a while and bake. Same with on the side of my nose, right under where I put that contour. I'm gonna leave that powder to sit there for a little bit. This is an old bronzer that I have. I believe it's by Rimmel. It's the Sunstar bronzer. This one is in 004. I've lost the cap. It's been beaten to death. You can tell it's got gouges taken out of it, but I like the color. And I'm going to use this on my everyday side just to add a little bit of contour, a little bit of color, but nothing too harsh. And that's about it for contour on my everyday side. For my Instagram side, I'm going to go in with the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette and go over that cream contour just to set that and give it some more darkness. For eyebrows, on my everyday side, I'm going to go in with my Milani Stay Put Brow Color in 03 and 04, which is medium brown and brunette, on a little tapered angle brush. So that's the shape I'm going to do on my everyday side. I'm going to go in with the darker color now and just fill that in so it matches a bit more. So that would be it for my everyday side. For my Instagram side, I'm going to use the same gels, but I'm only going to use the darker one. So now you'll notice that Instagram pictures usually have a nice fade into the brows right in the corner, so you just want to go very light-handed. For my Instagram side, I'm going to go in with the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Felt Tip Liner in Oh Fudge and fill that eyebrow in, and I'm going to make it a little bit more of a fluffy brow. So that would be my Instagram side eyebrow. For the Instagram side of my eyebrows, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Kat Von D concealer just on the back of my hand and a little flat brush, something like this, and just go underneath and clean up, make that edge really, really, really sharp. So for my everyday makeup side for eyeshadow, if I put any on at all, I would just do something very light, just enough to give some color. I'm going to go in with the Morphe 350M palette. I'm going to use this one right here and just go all over the lid. Next, a little cool tone, kind of beige brown color right here. And I'm just going to put that right in the crease. So right where you can kind of stick your brush in behind your eyeball, right there. So with that all blended, I'm going to go in with a shade that's just a little bit darker. I'm going to use this shade down here, go below where we place that color, and I'm just going to blend those two together. For the empty part of my eyelid, I'm going to go in with the 35U palette from Morphe, and I'm going to use this kind of shimmery gold shade right here. And then blend those kind of all together. So that's it for the everyday side. For my Instagram side, I'm going to zoom you guys in on that side. On this side, I'm going to go in with that same Morphe 350M palette and use the top corner kind of nude color and just dust that all over. Then I'm going to go in with this color here from that same palette into my crease. And I'm going to focus more on blending that upwards and outwards. Next, more of a bright orange from that same palette, this color right here, just below, and blend that in. Next, I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker orange. And then this NYX eyeshadow here in crimson, and put that over the orange that I just put down. I'm going to use this color right here out of that same Morphe palette and pack that all over my eyelid. Then I'm going to go back to the brush that I was using before with that red and just blend that out. Now a black, this one right here from the Morphe 35S palette, and put that right along my lash line and kind of drag that upwards to get it to fade more. Now I'm going to go back to that brush that I was using to blend it out with a little bit of the brown on it and just blend that together. So now I'm going to go in with the bright orange from that first Morphe palette and just put that under my bottom lash line. And take that brush that we were using to blend out and just blend that with some of that dark brown right up close, and I'm going to blend that out. So as you can see, we have two completely different looks going on here. I'm going to do just a thin layer of eyeliner on my everyday side using the NYC black liquid liner. I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit of eyeliner on this side. I usually do put a little bit of liner on every day just because I like to wear false lashes and I find it easier to hide that band. I'm going to go much heavier on the Instagram side. So that's the Instagram eye, and this is my everyday eye. So I am going to curl my lashes on both sides. And I'm going to give each side a quick coat of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I am also going to do the bottom lashes on the Instagram side. For my everyday side, I'm going to use the Ardell Wispies, which look like this. They're very natural looking eyelash. For my Instagram side, I'm going to be using these lashes. I believe they're from Morphe. I do not remember the number though. So that's the Ardell Wispies on my everyday side. I'm going to put the Morphe lash on the other side. So that is the difference between the Ardell lashes and the Morphe lashes. I'm going to go in with some highlighter on my Instagram side. I'm going to be using the Annabelle Pigment Dust in, I have no idea, Prism. Looks like this. So on my Instagram side, I'm going to put that all over the top of my cheek. So that is the lips done on my everyday side. On my Instagram side, I'm going to use Red Rum from Jeffree Star. So that is the finished look. This would be my Instagram makeup versus everyday makeup. Again, this video is supposed to just be fun. It shows the difference between, you know, makeup that's applied specifically to take a picture and something that's livable. If you like this video, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. If you really like this video, please share it with your friends. Remember that if you haven't subscribed, please do. Also, apparently, people are not getting notified about new videos, so if you want to subscribe and hit that little bell notification next to the subscribe button, that will notify you every time I upload a new video so you don't miss something super informative like this one. Anyways, that's it for today. See you next time, guys. Bye. I'm going to use the Kat Von D translucent I'm going to use the Kat Von D Locket I'm going to use the Kat Von D Oh my gosh. Focus.